From Global's newsroom at 1 o'clock, 4 children have died in a house fire in South London. It's thought they're all related to each other. 60 firefighters were called to the scene in Sutton and described an intense blaze throughout the whole of the ground floor. The victims were taken to 2 hospitals but were declared dead. Police say their next of kin are aware and will be provided with specialist support. Votes are being counted in the North Shropshire by-election, where the Conservatives are defending a majority of almost 23,000. The poll was triggered by the resignation of Owen Paterson, who was found to have broken rules on paid lobbying by MPs. Here's LBC's political editor, Theo Usherwood.
One Tory source telling me that they are in considerable trouble because people are just not coming out to vote for their candidate, and if they are turning out to vote, then it is in protest at the way the Prime Minister and Number 10 have been operating.
Tougher coronavirus restrictions are being reintroduced in Wales after Christmas, following a surge in Omicron cases in the UK. 2-metre social distancing will be mandatory in shops and offices, and measures including one-way systems and physical barriers will be required in businesses to protect customers and staff. The Chancellor, Rishi Sunak, is returning early from a trip to California for more talks with business leaders. The spread of the Omicron COVID variant has led to a wave of cancelled bookings and falling takings in pubs, restaurants and hotels. The Chief Executive of UK Hospitality, Kate Nichols, is appealing for government help.
And there's an urgent need to get cash to these businesses, particularly our smaller businesses. Secondly, it's about extending business rate support to businesses that are directly affected. And then finally, to sustain the recovery, extend that lower rate of VAT from March through to September so that we can have a flying start when we come out of this latest set of crisis.
Scientists are recommending pregnant women should be regarded as clinically at risk for COVID-19 and get priority for jabs. Experts on the Joint Committee on Vaccination and Immunisation say there's growing evidence that mums-to-be face a higher chance of serious consequences. 34 women have died in the UK after being infected while pregnant, while 4 newborn babies died from coronavirus. There's been a wave of COVID-related postponements in the Premier League. Only half of this weekend's games will go ahead. Yesterday's match between Leicester and Tottenham was off, but 2 games were played. Liverpool beat Newcastle 3-1. Chelsea and Everton drew 1-1. LBC weather, some patches of frost and fog overnight. Many southern areas remaining cloudy and fairly mild. Later there'll be some sunshine for Scotland, mostly cloudy skies further south, a high of 10 degrees. From Global's newsroom for LBC, I'm Andy Ivy.